Sidewinder. In another moment, gone. Just a ring in her ears and the gritty taste of dust. Idiot, the cop muttered. I'm really here, she thought. I'm really here, doing this. The dust in her teeth made it real. After months of waiting, 24-year-old Lena was finally here in Montana, miles from home, moving forward, making progress. Another voice, just a faint whisper in her mind. Don't get comfortable. Don't let your guard down, not even for a second. She caught herself twirling a lock of her hair with her index finger and tugging, a tic she'd had since elementary school, and stopped herself. It made her look nervous. Raycevic didn't notice. He was squinting into the distance. Hairpin Bridge isn't far from here, but there's zero shade once you're up there. The sun becomes a spotlight, saps your energy. Before we go, do you need anything from the diner? Water, maybe? I'll buy something. All right, he pointed. I'll start my vehicle. Follow me. She hurried back inside the air-conditioned Magma Springs diner. She'd already waited there for hours today, sipping black coffee as groups of firefighters talked shop over plates of greasy eggs. She pretended to waver at the mini-fridge stocked with energy drinks and bottled water, and once she was certain Corporal Raycevic was occupied inside his cruiser and not watching her through the front windows, she returned to her booth. There, she had a laptop on the table. She triple-checked the power cable, the Sony unit, and the connection to the restaurant's router. All good. Thanks again, she said to the lady at the long counter. I'll be back soon. Is that a college project you're downloading? Something like that. She followed the cop car east on Highway 200, 15 minutes of fresh asphalt under a horizon banded with smoke. Then Raycevic veered sharply right, crossing 2 lanes, as if the turnoff had surprised him. Lena had to stomp on her brakes, grinding rubber. He waved out his window. Sorry. This new road hadn't been maintained for decades. Weeds sprouted through fissures in sun-bleached concrete. The lines were faded. Over a locked metal gate, an equally faded signboard read, Public use prohibited. Corporal Racevic had the code memorized. After relocking it behind them, he drove on at 75, 15 over the speed limit. She wondered if he was testing her, trying to goad her into a ticket. That would be a dick move. She matched his speed. She would test him, too. She drove in silence. No music or podcasts since she'd left Seattle this morning because she didn't have the correct dongle to connect to the speakers. She was afraid to touch the CD player or radio presets because the car wasn't hers. It was Cambry's. Had been Cambry's. Driving your dead twin's car is a jarring experience. Their father had urged Lena through teary eyes to accept the vehicle, insisted that this lived-in 2007 Toyota Corolla was one of her sister's few remaining possessions, and it would be wrong to sell it. Maybe so. But today's journey to the dry foothills of Howard County, Montana, was the longest Lena had ever driven it. She hadn't altered anything. Every detail was a freeze frame. The empty 32-ounce fountain drink in the cup holder was Cambry's, sporting a superhero who'd already come and gone at the box office. The red cooler full of rotten food, the backup battery, the air compressor, the dirty tool bag. The minimalist living quarters in the back seat, a duffel bag of folded clothes that still had her scent, separate Ziploc bags containing deodorant, toothpaste, and mouthwash. In the trunk, a 2-person tent, an electric grill, and a perfectly rolled sleeping bag. Lena could never roll a sleeping bag that tight. Ever. I'm not just driving her car, she'd realized with a hollow pang somewhere between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I'm driving her house. City girl that she was, Lena couldn't help but marvel at her twin's Spartan lifestyle. The duct tape on the steering wheel, the exposed